Okay, now we have tested it. We can see the XML data. This is the XML data that gets generated out of that content program. Again, I have the source code of it, so that may save some time. Now you have the XML data ready for the check. Now next step is to define and register it in XML Publisher Administrator Responsibility, the data definition, and then the template. We'll see the check template, .rtf file, and how to register that in XML Publisher. This is where you define the data definition in XML Publisher. Remember, this is the content program's short name. That's the second program's short name that actually generates the XML data. And then this is the sample check XML that we just checked in the previous step. So upload that one so that you can use this one for preview of your check when you register the template. Actually, this is the template, the check template actually that I have designed using MS Word, using the plugin that is being supplied by Oracle, XML Publisher desktop component that you can search in Metalink as well. That comes as a plugin, and you see that in Word as a new menu as a template builder. Make a note that this is the signature, digital signature that I will be using. This is just an image file that I have embedded in the .rtf file, and I have put in that property the URL of the actual JPG file that I will be saving in the server, or from the URL HTTP URL. And this is nothing but the routing number, bank routing number, bank account number, pair bank account number, and the check number. This is in MICR font. So this is the check template. Now we have the check template. Next is to define it in the XML Publisher. Here where we define that actually. Make a note, this is the short code of your template that you'll be using this in the first program, basically to set the layout option actually in the first program. For before invoking the second program, you need to set the layout actually, so that when you open the output of the second program, it will open in a nice PDF file. Now we have the template defined. Next is to run the print check program that we defined in the step 2. So with the payment batch name. This step is to test the output of that and see whether it is opening in PDF or not. So this is how you do that. This is the content program name. This is the parameter. You set the template name as this, the template that we just created, and the PDF format. This is the template language. Make sure you select English. Next is now you need to run the payment program. Basically register this the sort content program as a payment program in payment program screen actually, in that we'll be seeing in the next slide. Basically that will be used for payment process manager, to invoke the second program. This is where you register the executable. Then once you define the payment format program, then link it to the payment format in AP actually, AP responsibility. This is how you do. This is the payment format, and this is your format program. Now once you define the payment format, attach it to the payables document that you will be using for check payment. This is where you do that. Again, this is in AP responsibility. In the navigation is this setups, payments, banks. That's where you define the payable documents for that account, bank account. Now you have everything set up. Now you go to the payment batch screen, and the payment batch would be still in build status because we have not formatted. Now let's say go to the action and say format. and you would see this is the screen actually where you say format and then submit. That would basically generate 3 concurrent requests. One is the payment process manager, and then in turn payment process manager will invoke the first concurrent program that we have, which that's read on invoke check printing. That will in turn invoke the read on print check. Now once it finishes, this is the 3 concurrent requests. Now check the output of the last one. That's the one which should generate the PDF file. Once it finishes, when you open it, you see the check nicely open in PDF. So this is how you design check printing in using XML Publisher. Again, I have the complete kit of it, the template, the program that generates the XML file, the DB package, the concurrent program, definition.ldd file, everything I have. So that will save time for you actually. So contact me if you want the kit. Thank you for watching. You can visit orkali.blogspot.com for more details. Thanks.